This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
Hialeah Park. I told you my man Larry Little is in the house. We're going to talk to him in a little bit. And we've got, of course, Larry Little's Hall of Famers night coming up December 2nd. We've got a fight card coming up next year, February 24th. We got plenty of time to talk about that. But I just want to tell you, because we're giving away a Ford F-150 out here. We give away all kinds of money because we've got the loosest slots in the entire state. That is a fact, Jack. So there's always things going on Friday, Saturday nights, DJs, a little dancing. You can bring special someone with you out here. You can enjoy some great food, all kinds of good stuff. Steve Calabro, baby, the man that puts all the entertainment together here, right? You're going to also sing too, by the way?
You don't want to hear me sing.
Okay, all right. Just
Big
checking.
O.
Is that why there's so much cloud stuff going on out there, and it might be raining? You're singing?
It's best when I drink and sing. That's actually it's a little better. Yeah.
Me, it's in the shower.
Well,
the echo.
That's what I practice.
Right. The echo makes it sound a little better than what it really is. You know,
Listen, Big O, I'm just back from Las Vegas. You got to get out there. Have you been out recently?
Have you been to Vegas? We've been to Vegas a couple times, man.
When have you been out there recently?
We went out for the NBA Summer League, which was, when did we go? July? Was that July? That was early July, right? 7th through the 15th. Yeah, I remember exactly. It was the 7th through the 15th.
It's packed.
Oh yeah, no,
packed. Like Monday night, we crowded.
We were stuck in our homes for a little over a year. Well, most of us. We kept working.
Well, we were closed. We were closed for 145 days.
Yeah. There were a couple times we closed for a short time.
Let's remind everybody how much common sense was there. We were closed for 145 days in Dade County, but Broward, apparently the virus, it was a little different in Broward County. As soon as you got over County Line Avenue,
right?
So
Yeah,
they were only closed for about 60 days.
Right.
You see, that was a very scientific thing, that the County Line Road has some kind of barrier to the virus. It's quite amazing. Yeah. It's not it doesn't go south.
Put on a mask.
I guess it did go south. It doesn't go north.
It worked for me and Sean. Put on a mask. Keep your distance most of the time. Wash your hands, and you were fine, dude.
Yeah, it was
fine. You didn't have to cower so much to this whole thing. But whatever. It is what it is.
I want to have fun with it, okay? And I respect somebody who wants to wear a mask today. Well, God bless you, right?
Oh, yeah. No. Hey, listen, if you have health issues, I get it.
Right, that makes sense. But I just, I'm a curious guy. And I'm on the turnpike, and I look over in this car. One person's in the car, and the guy or girl's wearing a mask.
The only,
Now, come on. Come on.
Okay, so the only thing I can think of is you're in a work car, somebody else's car, and because the other germs and all, that's the only reason you would.
That's a reach.
I know, but that's the only. Isn't that the only reason you can be?
Well, the reason I came up with that maybe they have a health issue and they don't want to take it on and off. I don't know. I mean,
or they had somebody in the car that they didn't know they had to take
70 miles an hour. I look over. It's like it's not a work car. It's a beautiful BMW or something like that.
I know.
But it's not a lot of people. But the point I want to make is Las Vegas. Listen to this. We get there Monday night.
They're back to
Monday
normal.
night. We're checking in. We go to the Venetian. That's the Venetian and the Palazzo. That's the whole complex, right?
I hate you.
Oh, by the way, have you heard the news about them?
I hate you.
Listen, we come back, and even we said.
By the way, when are you going to take us to the Venetian?
You should have come with us. So here's what happens. We're checking in, and the guy says, I said, "Are you crowded tonight?" And the guy says, "Oh, we're not really that crowded. We're only 99% tonight. 99%. Well, we're sold out the rest of the week."
By the way, Frankie Fresco says, I won 400 this Sunday in the slots in Hialeah.
There you go. Why? Because it's a loose slot.
Yeah.
Slots. Come on, it's not even. It's no brainer. No brainer, Frankie.
Yeah.
So please come back again and win 800. Win 800.
Now he's in for the F-150. That's probably what he's doing.
He should.
By the way, Sean, we need to go downstairs and play some slots just for the hell of it, bro.
Just get some entries in.
I have to get some entries in.
But let me. So we're checking in. And I says, how many rooms you got? Remember, they're 99%. So they don't think they got 7,000 hotel rooms in the Venetian Palazzo complex. And by the way, they're not even the first or second largest hotel in Las Vegas.
No, I know.
And it's packed. And it's Monday. It's Monday, which was crazy. I didn't like it because we got all confused with Monday Night Football. It's like 4:30, 5 o'clock.
I love it, by the way. I love that it's early because you still can go after the game.
I got
Go
confused.
gaming, go
I missed
go
the
have a
first
dinner.
quarter. It was a mess.
No, yeah, you got to get used to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But anyhow, so it was really great. We bought, the reason we were there for the gaming show,
Of course.
and we were buying slot machines. And I got to tell you, it was a great show. There's a lot of new, latest and greatest machines.
They're creative.
These guys are really creative.
Every time I go down there, you guys are always adding like new
and
machines.
I called you Thursday after I was there. I told you that I let your viewers know that there's going to be the NFL slot machines.
That's right.
Really good. Unfortunately, it takes forever to make, so it's going to be next summer before next the 2023 season. But really cool, very cool looking.
So can we like do our show in front of the Dolphin slot machines?
Absolutely.
Okay,
I got to get them though.
Right. Well, once you get them, once you get them,
believe me, I already said we want them. But now you're in line, and then they're going to tell you, supply chain, blah, blah, blah. Meantime, they can't make them fast enough. It's what's going to happen.
Of course.
But and in our industry, we're regulated, so they got to get approved. And we actually went to the laboratory where they approved this. That's the other thing that our industry offers is that we're regulated, and that's good for the customer.
Yes.
Nobody's cheating anybody. Yep. Nobody's doing. Believe me, we are.
That's why I'm dying for the government to settle their crap already and regulate crypto.
Exactly.
Because a lot of people are like, "Oh no, I don't want regulate." No, yes, you do want regulation, dude, because that protects the consumer, man.
We're more regulated than the SEC. We're more than the stock.
It's gambling. It's gambling.
So
you have to give your customers that
sense
comfort
of a fair
zone.
game.
Yeah,
sense of a fair game.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
And not only do we give a fair game, we give a game where you got a shot. You got a shot. So that's that. But listen, talking about a shot, the Jersey guy 2 weeks in a row, 2 out of 3.
That's right.
I was here with Big O, and Big O was saying, I don't like that. I think you didn't say you didn't like it. You said,
I'd stay away from it.
I'd stay away. I tell you.
Yeah,
I was agreeing with you.
Which one was it? It was.
There was a couple of games there. I think 2 of them you were staying away from. And now he did lose the Charger game because it was a 4.5 point spread.
Oh, you sent me the email. That's
the game that he did lose, the Chargers won, but they only won by 3.
Right.
Which they.
Yeah, well, that's
that was weird. Russell Wilson, I don't know if I'm just going to digress for a second. I got a question for you. I'm looking at the game Russell Wilson's playing. He had one series he played pretty good. Then he sort of forgot how to play football. Then I looked up what he earned. Did you see what his signing bonus was?
Yeah.
$50 million. He's got a $200 million plus deal.
Right.
$50 million signing bonus.
Yep.
That didn't look like they got their money's worth the other day.
No, I was just talking about that with Kyle Lowry last night. You were out of shape last year, and then now you started last night really crappy. And the thing with free agents is nobody gives a shit what you did in your other team.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
you're there to fix that team.
Yeah, you're there. So Broncos fans want you to perform for them. What you did for Seattle means nothing in Denver. And so that's why I admire Tyreek because you got a boatload of money, but you're playing up to snuff. You know what I'm saying?
He is.
But Kyle Lowry, they're paying him $30 million a year, and he was an insult to that team last year. And last night he started off the season looking like he was completely lost again.
Yeah, it was.
And that's the thing about free agents. You want your money, but remember they're paying you to perform now. Not like, when Albert Pujols, I used this example a little while ago. When he signed with the Angels, those idiots were actually paying him for what he did in St. Louis.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And they never got his production for that money, and it was a terrible contract. You know?
Hey, listen, who knows? I'm a Russell Wilson fan. I hope he does well. But it looked bad. It didn't look good this past week.
Yeah.
But you did touch on something. I was at the game this week, the Dolphin game, and to me, Tyreek is just, not only is he fast, not only is he just spectacular in terms of after the catch and catching, but he's hustling.
Always.
He is hustling.
Always.
I mean, he is hustling. The only 2 guys you're going to laugh. You're going to fall on the ground when I say this. The only 2 guys that looked like they were hustling, to me, was Tyreek Hill and Mike Gesicki. That's the only 2 guys that seemed like they were hustling. That's what it looked like to me. I knew you would laugh. I knew you'd laugh, but
No,
he
but
had 6 catches.
No,
He was
we all-
hustling.
no,
he
we all-
was motivated.
We don't pick on Gesicki on this
No,
show
but
at all. We
you
love
did smile.
Gesicki.
Your viewers are the
No,
same.
yeah. Because unfortunately, the situation that he's in, you know what I mean. But
he's trade bait. He might even get done before the deadline. You
we'll
know?
see. We'll see. There aren't a lot of teams that have that money available in the cap.
Yeah,
because it's a hard number.
Well, he's in the free agency. He's probably worth about 14 million, 15 million. So that's going to be a lot of money in free agency. But
yeah, but in free agency, you can play with that number when you sign the contract. Like
the other team,
like you can give him a new contract and give him 20 million, and then his salary is like 8, and then you break that signing bonus into the back end years of the contract.
Yeah,
and then those numbers will then escalate big time on the back end. But early on, you can control those numbers and make them more manageable. But right now, because you tagged them, it's 11 million hard cap number.
Yeah.
So you've got whoever moves them, you have to have 11 million at least in space in order to accommodate.
Which limits the number of teams, right?
Unless you're giving back a player that's making 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10 million, and then that offsets it. But if you're giving back a draft pick, then you've got to have the cap space.
Yeah.
You understand? In the NBA, when you make a trade, you have to be within, I believe it's like 15% of the salaries. Whereas in the NFL, you could trade a $30 million player and just get back draft picks. You can't do that in the NBA.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's where it's different.
Well, it's much different in the NFL. But my point was, to me, and maybe I'm biased, it looked like those two guys were hustling this past.
There were a lot, bro. That defense played their asses off.
Defense is very good too.
They kept them in there. It's just the offense, without Tua,
it's tough.
That offense. You go. Was something wrong with you, bro? You like you're having a seizure or something, huh? That's right. That's right. The cheerleaders were hustling.
They do. He's 100% right. That is true.
That's right.
They were hustling.
He's got a good point. That's always a good point. Right there.
I sit there in the end zone, so like every other quarter they come to my end zone, and
so you get to check out the end zone.
And I got a shout out to the guy that sits behind me. He's the Dolphin Maniac.
Okay.
The D Maniac. Face painting. His name's Roger, right? But the helmet, the pink thing. He was a fan of the year. I think 2 years ago, he was fan of the year.
Okay.
So we're on TV all the time. But the reason I think about him is when the cheerleaders come, and he's like a 60-year-old guy, right? And he's a funny guy, great guy. But he kind of does the thing with the phone. Give me a call. Like, I'm saying, hey, Raj, someday one of them might give you a call. You wouldn't know what to do.
Yeah, he wouldn't know what to do, but it ain't going to happen ever.
Yeah, probably. Well, I wouldn't bet against that either.
I don't know.
But at any rate, the Jersey guy. All
right, what's the picks? Let's go.
So I talked to the Jersey guy because I had a pick, and he didn't. He said he was so about it. He goes, he thinks it's my pick that I was talking to him about before he gave me his picks. He says is a sucker bet. I want your opinion on this one.
Okay.
So I says to him, hey, I can't tell you his name because that's like, it's a thing in Jersey. It's Italian guys. You can't, God forbid,
Unlike Roger, whose face painted up and you just gave out his identity.
Roger
might be a superhero. You just gave out his identity.
Roger will love that. You'll see Roger on TV one day. At any rate, the sucker bet that I like is the Bengals giving up 6. I think the Bengals.
Oh, no. Mariota and company are actually playing all right. I can't trust the Bengals.
I don't know.
I know it's a road one, but that's a lot of points. The Falcons have actually played half decent football.
That's what the Jersey guy said. He goes, they're playing pretty better. They're playing better. I think the Falcons they're.
See, my problem with what my problem with the Bengals is?
What?
I'm old.
Oh, so you remember them being bad for a long time.
I know.
They got in the Super Bowl last year.
I just think this is Ken Anderson and Boomer Esiason all over again.
That's tough on Joe.
You showed up, and now you're not showing back.
I don't know. I believe.
Dude, the Ken Anderson team was better than this one that went to the Super Bowl. But you remember the Ken Anderson team?
Joe Burrow's good.
And the Boomer Esiason team was loaded.
Yeah. Picking on Boomer and Ken Anderson.
They lost to Joe Montana on a final drive.
Wow, that's historic.
But I'm just saying. But you lost to Joe Montana. That's how good you are.
Yeah, that's true.
That's my point.
Yeah.
So my point is, I'm afraid that this team just got on the same kind of run those other teams did, and they weren't really that
Yeah,
good.
it speaks to organizations.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to maintain it, and so for me, I'm with the Jersey guy. I would suggest
he's off that. He's off the Bengals.
I'm completely off that bet.
All right, so here's what
Sean's off that bet.
Wait, here's what he likes.
It's on the cheerleaders, but not on the bet.
Yeah, well, there's nothing. The cheerleader group this year is a very good group.
So it's a strong.
They got a strong. The defense is good. The cheerleaders are even better.
Yeah. Well, where do you live, by the way? What part of South Florida do you live in?
Fort Lauderdale.
Okay. By the way, in Boca, we have one of our sponsors. Okay, hijinkssportsgrill.com is the bar where you can follow them on Instagram at hijinks. Practically all their waitresses are either current or former Dolphin cheerleaders.
Really?
It is the best looking bar in South Florida. Okay?
Really?
Yeah. You just go to hijinks on Instagram.
I appreciate the suggestion.
So, hey honey, let's go to Boca. Let's go.
The wings are good.
And by the way, and they've got like they got sports bar food, and then they've got like a higher end menu.
Hijinks.
Yeah, hijinks.
I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm in.
I figured you're into all kind of hijinks. So
yeah, well, I'm a sports fan, so I have to see the whole group.
Right.
So listen, here's what he likes. I said, what are you thinking? Because I wasn't sure about this, because sometimes he gets these ridiculous picks with points, but he loves to bet against teams that have a problem with a quarterback position.
So sounds like a really good plan.
Thought process, right? So he likes the Bucks. He's convinced that Brady is going to beat up on the Panthers, and the Panthers are a done fried team. He thinks that the Panthers are just, but it's 9.5 points.
Well, guys are being shopped around. They just fired the coach.
Yeah, it's a mess.
It's a mess.
It's pretty much a mess. So he likes the Bucks. I think it was 9 points when he was looking at it, but it's 9.5 right now.
It's 11 now, buddy.
Oh God, help us!
It's
so
11
my piece
now.
of paper is 9.5. What he was looking at it was 9s, and now it's 11.
Now it's 11.
So hopefully you made. Well, sorry.
So what?
You're gonna have to
so
make,
so he's going Bucks minus 11.
He had him 9.5, Bucks 9.5, because when he started, he was Bucks 9.5. But now your viewers unfortunately get Bucks minus 11, so it's a big problem. But so that's the Bucks. Second one is the Packers. And here's what the theory is: the Commanders, the whole organization for the last 20 years, the Snyder family, the whole thing. It's just they're bad, and Carson Wentz is bad, and he's injured, and I don't know who the hell's quarterback. And so he loves the Packers. The Packers, it's hard to imagine the Packers are going to lose 3 in a row, even though they are struggling, to say the least, since they've lost to 2 New Jersey teams, the Jersey Giants and the Jersey Jets. A lot of people have been quoted as saying they lost to 2 New York teams. They lost to 2 New Jersey teams. Both teams practice in New Jersey and play in New Jersey. I just wanted to just clarify that, So what do you think about the Packs?
Yeah, I like Washington's defense, but I don't like their quarterback. So that's probably
Wentz is hurt.
Whether he's playing or not, and now they've got Henneke, who's playing for him. So Henneke, I saw plenty of them in the XFL and all that. Nice little backup. But yeah, I like Green Bay minus 4.5. I think that one's pretty good. I like that one.
The next one is
I do like the Bucks, but the problem is at 11 points. That's a
and he was at 9.5. Look, I saw
9.5. I can see them winning by 10. And remember, they haven't played well, the Bucks, so they kind of need a breakout game.
Their offense is like not getting in the end zone, and but Brady, I think, can fix that. And he yells and screams if guys will come around. But the last one is the Monday night game. He loves the Pats. He thinks the Bears are weak. He thinks that Belichick is going to make Bailey Zapp the next whatever. So I will definitely, I'm just digressing for a moment, I will definitely go to Boca Raton sometime soon. Now that Big O has it inspired me to go to hijinks.
I'm just trying to tell you. I'm just trying to tell you the lineup there is.
I can see from the photos that the food is good.
The food is just it's a buffet.
Well, you have a choice, apparently.
It's a buffet.
You barely have a choice.
I'm just saying it's a buffet. Okay?
But
it's a buffet.
That's truly a lot of
talent
and good food.
Talent.
Yeah.
Talent.
So,
Hijinks Sports Grill.
so
Tell them that Big O sent you, by the way. When you go there, you say, no, Big O's brags about you guys. So I gotta go up there. I haven't been there yet.
Get up there.
I gotta go
there.
up
You
there.
should go out there on a regular basis.
Yeah, we should be doing a show out there.
Listen, before I leave, I got 4 months in.
And in fact, I want to do a show up there. And you know how they have ring girls, right? Well, I want to have our girls. So yeah, hour number 2, and they walk by.
Once you have every 15
Cordy
minutes.
out, yeah.
10-minute girls.
See, this guy's all over the cheerleader thing,
and
this guy's got all the ideas. He's on top of it today. He's brought an edge today.
Anyhow, before I leave,
brought an edge. John would be very happy with you bringing that edge.
Before I leave, I want to talk about Hialeah Park.
What's that? Never heard of it.
Yeah, it's a place.
We should broadcast from there one day.
It happens to be the best casino in South Park, but that's another story. But listen, 4 months, November.
Yes, sir.
26th, we're giving away the F-150. I had my people looking for you when you were loading in. I wanted you to take a test drive because I'm not going to let you take a test drive after the show. I want you to be before the show because before the show, you're a man of your word. You'll come back to the show.
Next week, we do it on Wednesday, the afternoon show. Because Thursday I'm traveling. So Wednesday, let's do it.
All right, before the
yeah.
If you're coming in at
Wednesday I'll come in at 1 o'clock.
Or 2 o'clock.
No, 1 o'clock. 1
All right,
o'clock.
1 o'clock.
I'll come in really early because I don't want to
take you right out there.
I don't like to get too close to.
See, I'm saying, I told my guy with the key, I said, don't give Big O the key after he does his show.
Right.
You got to give him the key before the show because he's a man of his word. He'll do his show and he'll know he has to come back.
Not really, because really I could just have him send me a StreamYard link, and I could just do the show while I'm driving in the car the entire time.
So
I can actually get away with that. You know what I'm saying?
So now you taught me something else. I got to confiscate your phone and make sure it's before the show.
Both
and then maybe
phones.
you'll come back. Both phones.
Got the business. Got the business phone. By the way, if your business wants to be a part of our platform, you can call our business line at 786-754-4664 for great branding right there.
All right. So look at this. November, December, January, February. November, giving the F-150 away, Saturday the 26th. December 3rd. December 2nd is the Larry Little event here on property. December 3rd is the golf event. People should pony up and buy a foursome. It's not that expensive. It's a really nice, it's to charity. It's a great group. January 20, I guess it's the 29th. That's the Sunday. That's the last Sunday of January. That's our national handicapping contest. That's the day after the big race over at Gulfstream. We're going to have our national handicapping event right here. And believe me,
every year we do it.
I think it's the best place to win a spot into the national event because the odds are better here.
What I love is watching the event.
And it's a nice
because the people are going nuts, dude.
And the way they bet is a little weird.
Yeah,
it's a little weird.
But the atmosphere is actually really cool.
And then February 24th, Friday night, boxing. So think about it. Giving a car away. The Larry Little Hall of Fame event in December. January is the handicapping. February is the live boxing, which we've actually positioned ourselves to go. And I know this is a weird one.
And the loosest slots.
We position ourselves as the, you know what I'm signing right now? You know what this is?
You're signing over the F-150 to me.
No, this is the permit fee for February 24th boxing event.
Oh, okay.
How's that?
Okay, I would rather have.
Thank you.
I would rather have the title to the F-150 signed over to me. That would be much better.
Well, you're going to have to work. You have to negotiate that. But anyhow, so it's a real good. I think it's a great calendar we have scheduled for the next 4 months.
Loaded,
and
we're happy to be a part of it and promote it with you guys.
And I want your viewers to know the Jersey guy's been 67% the last 2 weeks.
Pretty good.
Not bad.
Pretty good.
It's maybe not as good as you. Maybe what's you're
we're at 42, 24, and 3.
That's pretty damn good.
Right? Yes.
What percentage? What win percentage is that?
I don't know. I have no idea what it
40,
is.
42.
24.
You're about 60-something% there too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. So your viewers can get a lot of good picks here.
Well, we'll try.
And you don't like the Bengals?
No.
Wow.
No. I'm sorry. There we go. 42, 34, and 3. There we go. Not as good.
Oh. Well,
I wrote a 2 there. It's a 3. 42, 34.
Plus
I'm only 9 games over 500. It's
plus
not,
3?
Yeah. and 3.
Equals that 79. So it's 42 divided by 79.
Just over 50 some percent.
53%. Yeah, 53%.
Not that
Well, that's not bad though. You're ahead of you're ahead.
Yeah.
You're ahead. You're making money.
I got to do a little better. I got to do a little better.
It's early yet. It's early yet. Well, by the way, it's been real crazy in terms of some of the games. But anyhow, big
all right. I appreciate you, my brother. Thank you as always,
off.
Steve Calabro. We're gonna get.
This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.